wanna make love in the water. She see I put in work, she wanna rap out for a second. She say she got a man, but she wants step out for a second.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be talking to the ladies about womb connection. This video is about womb connection because I feel like it is so important for us to be more connected to our wombs. I just been seeing a lot of stuff on the internet and stuff like that, and I feel like it was a great time to do this video because a lot of people don't know the importance of being connected to your womb, you know. A lot of people feel like they can wear a dress, put on lipstick, and call themselves a woman. Well, not people, but men, which is definitely not the case. As women, we are divine creatures. We are chosen by the universe to live in this vessel, so we could be the portal from the spiritual world to the physical world. You know, and our wombs, it plays a big part of that. Our wombs is just its own entity in a sense, and we can utilize her to manifest certain realities and situations into our lives, and a lot of people just don't know that because they're not connected to their womb. Our womb keeps us in a state of being intuitive. Our womb not only carries energy, but it holds memory, and that's why it's so important to be connected to your womb so you can understand the energy that you are absorbing and the memories that you are storing inside of you. This is why a lot of people, when they are pregnant, midwives and doctors are starting to adapt this method too. They ask you, have you been sexually assaulted or any sexual abuse or anything like that, because when you are in labor, you can become triggered and you will feel very tense and not let people touch you, and you just start having and reliving that experience that you've had, because those memories are stored inside your womb if you don't properly, you know, connect with yourself or and heal yourself and cleanse yourself. So I feel like it was very important for us to have this conversation and think about just connecting to our womb and connecting to ourselves, because, you know, she is a big part of ourselves. A lot of people don't really pay attention to their womb unless they're on their period or going through labor, childbirth, or menopause, or they have some type of disease, and things like that. They don't really pay attention to their womb. They don't show her love. They don't you know, show her any attention, and, you know, she starts to feel neglected, and she is just not getting properly nurtured like every living being is supposed to. So she may be trying to communicate with you in ways that has to do with pain and stuff like that, because a lot of people realize there's something internally wrong with them when they're on their periods, because they're just having like excruciating pain, their mood swings and hormones is out of balance. You know, they start manifesting all these diseases. That's all emotional manifestations of what's going on inside your womb. Your womb not only stores and carries energy from this lifetime and memories from this lifetime, but it also does it from the last lifetime, which you didn't heal in a sense. So that's why it's always important to hear and listen to yourself. If you're somebody who has bad PMS, bad cramps, one of those people who are always speaking negative affirmations inside of yourself, like hate being a woman, hate that you go through certain things, hate, you know, just being a woman, period, because a lot of people always say that, like, they hate it, especially when they're on their periods and they're going through all that pain. They hate being a woman. And I feel like us as women, we need to start embracing the things that make us women, and start loving ourselves and our womanhood differently, because, you know, we're not really taught that. And connecting to your womb is so important. Like, just even throughout the day, just grabbing her, speaking positive affirmations inside of her, just letting her know that, you know, you are there doing breathing exercises, and so you're breathing deep inside of your womb, breathing deep down into your womb. That is a great way on how you can connect with her, and how you could let her know that you're there and that you are shifting your energy inside of you. How you know that you need to start connecting to your womb, or you have some traumas or blockages inside of your womb, is, you know, your periods aren't flowing how they're supposed to, or you're having overly heavy and irregular periods. That is one way of how you know that, you know, you have some emotional issues going on regarding your womb, or physical issues regarding your womb, and you need to focus your attention, because our periods are so magical. Like, I love coming on my period now. Like, I used to dread it when I was younger because I didn't really have no knowledge of it, but now, like, I'm excited to when my period is about to come, just because I can explore certain, you know, feelings that I'm having, certain traumas or wounds that I may have ignored and thought I healed, and it's not really healed. I know for me, another way of how you could tell that your womb is not, you need to pay more attention to your womb, is PMS. You know, when you are coming on your period, or you're on your period, certain people irritate you so bad, and you have to honestly sit there and reflect as to why those people are irritating you that bad, and why are you so irritated with that person. Like, you have to look at the deeper meaning as to why you can't stand to be around this person when you're on your period, or why every little thing they do is annoying you. There's always a deeper meaning, and there's always, or maybe your womb is just remembering the memories that this person, or the hurt that this person brought you. Because a lot of times you don't just absorb energy through your womb regarding people you had sex with, because a lot of people think you know, the only way to absorb people's energy in your womb is through sexual intercourse, and that's not the case. It could be anybody that you're around, people from your past lives, all that other stuff. Like, personally for me, I was doing a womb meditation, and I remembered a past lover from my past life, and it like made me cry. Like it was a real thing. So when you connect to your womb, you could really connect to certain parts of your soul and your life experiences. But you know, you just have to reflect as to why these people are irritating you so much, because your womb brings up all those hidden emotions that you store inside of your womb. This is why some people are very mad. This is why some people are so sad and they cry all the time when they're on their period. People go into depression when they're on their period, or they're super happy. Like, anything, like, it could be any type of emotion. It truly just depends on you and what you have stored inside of there. So this is just one of the ways that your womb and your body connects and communicates with you. So when you are having these intense period pains, instead of stopping the flow of rhythm of your blood flow and your periods and stuff, you know, taking pills and stuff like that blocks the flow of, you know, the rhythm of your cycle. It doesn't do good for your body, and it doesn't do good for your womb, because it just stops the pain, and it just stops a lot of stuff that is naturally trying to release. And I just feel like it just completely blocks it, and it creates more blockages and stuff like that, because you're trying to distract yourself basically from your own rhythm. But instead of, you know, blocking that, use those pains that you're having to draw you in closer. Do a certain meditation or anything like that to draw you in closer to your womb. Let your womb know that you hear her and that you are listening. So if she wants to deliver any type of messages, that is a great time to deliver the messages. Allow that force to draw you in closer and shift your energy internally. And when you are, you know, experience PMS, explore each and every emotion that you have. Do meditations when you are on your period or when you're close by your period. Or even if you're just, you know, don't just only connect with her when you're on your period and stuff, but connect with her all the time, or whenever you can, or whenever you feel like it. When you're doing your meditations, do your meditations, but also do a certain meditation for your womb so you can connect with that, because you know the womb has its own chakra, and it's a flow of energy that's going. So because there are a lot of blockages with us, because we absorb so much energy as women, especially, and because we've been through the most pain, we have energy that our mothers passed down, and that's why certain cycles just keep on going, because we don't clear that energy of our mothers and her mothers and her mothers. And just imagine that as Black women, we went through slavery and stuff like that, and just abuse throughout history. So we have so much abuse that is just stored inside of our womb, and a very good idea for you to cleanse that and clear that, especially if you haven't had babies yet. For me, before I had Amma, I made sure that, even though I didn't do it fully, and I didn't do it, you know, I didn't clear everything, but I made sure that I cleansed and cleared my womb, especially because that's where she's going to be living. That was where she was living, and I wanted her to be in a environment that was not as heavy of an energy, you know. She was able to be comfortable, and she wasn't, you know, just living in a blocked place where it's just negatively impacting her. And that's why I feel like I had a good birth and stuff like that, because I cleansed and cleared myself before she even was conceived. I just had a sense that I knew she was coming in my body instantly. My spirit, I knew that it was time to prepare for me about to have a baby, because I could just sense it coming. And that's another thing, like your intuition works so much better when your womb is cleansed and cleared. You know, you just function better as a woman when your womb is in good condition. I am going to do another video probably on healing the womb, but this just is about connecting with the womb. And you know, you could do a lot of things to connect with her. For me, not just on my period, but I dedicate times where I light specific candles for my womb. I do certain baths for my womb, connect with the moon, you know, just especially when I'm on my period, I speak affirmations inside my womb. On the 4th day is when you are at your strongest, when you're on your cycle. So I do certain meditations and stuff like that for her. You know, and just show my appreciation, do massages and just things like that it's like you are, you know, specifically doing this for your womb. So I hope this video helps you guys to just know the importance of connecting to yourself and connecting with your womb. It is very it's a great relationship to have, and you would definitely see the difference when you build that relationship with her. You will sense the difference. You will feel fresh, and you will feel like a whole new woman. You know, when we have certain emotional trauma and blockages, it's not only in our body, because you know our body stores energy places and all that stuff, but specifically for our womb, it manifests as different realities and different illnesses and stuff like that. So these emotional traumas and blockages is creating these realities. I know a lot of women like to say they're healers and stuff like that, which as women we're natural born healers, but you know, they like to say that, you know, they're attracting certain men in certain situations into their lives because they're healers and they need to heal people and these things and all this other stuff, which is the case sometimes, but not always. You are manifesting these people and situations because you have stored energy inside of you, and the experience is just going to keep recycling and recycling. So yeah, but all that has to do with memory that is stored inside of your womb. So it is important, so important for us to connect with ourselves so we can understand the feelings and the cycles that we carry within us, so we can break those cycles and, you know, start a new cycle of, you know, freshness and new beginnings and you know, things that actually benefit us. So stay tuned and look out for that cleansing and healing the womb video that I'm going to do. Probably I'll probably do it after this, or I'll probably do it tomorrow. I don't know yet. because we about to get our stuff back in shape, ladies. We about to turn up. 2020, we about to turn up. We about to heal ourselves, not only physically, but emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. So, love y'all. Peace.
She said she wanna fly out to the ocean. She wanna make love in the water.